Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today I've got a review of the Warrior Evo 4. Alright guys, today I'm bringing you a full in-depth review of the Warrior Evo 4. This is the newest head in the Warrior Evo series, probably one of the longest running series in lacrosse heads. They've had a ton of different models, and I would say that this is probably the best and most evolved head. Here I've got the NHFS spec. It also comes in an X spec, so this is legal for all levels of play but college, and the X spec is legal for all levels of play and has that 3 inches across through the throat. So the Evo 4 is priced at $95, which is what the Evo 3 was when it came out. The Evo 4 is listed to weigh 4.5 ounces, where the Evo 3 was listed to weigh 5 ounces, so that is a significant difference, and that's mostly due to the SYM rail technology. So here I've got my strung Evo 4 without shooting strings. We'll see what our shipping scale says. So 6.3 ounces, so pretty good. And the string did add some weight, so we'll see what that is compared to a Proton Power strung exactly the same way. It's sitting on there. Proton Power comes in at 6.5 ounces, so slightly heavier than the strung Evo 4. And now the Clutch Elite. Clutch Elite comes in at just 5.7 ounces fully strung, so that mostly due to that really aggressive Core-Tech technology. So you can see the differences in strung weights in these three new heads. So the Evo 4 is the successor to the Evo 3. They made a number of changes for the Evo 4, and I'm a really big fan of all of them. So the first and most noticeable is they did away with the dual shot molding technology. The dual shot molding technology was something that helped add some color to factory heads in the Clutch and at the Encore. It came across the scoop, and in the Evo 3 they just had it right here on the Evo design, where another piece of plastic was capped on top and was able to be a different color from the rest of the head. And I actually really liked the way that looked. I just didn't like the way that performed. It was a little bit bulky. You could easily bend or break that piece of plastic without breaking the rest of the head, and it stuck out a little bit, and just having another piece of plastic cap on the head really was not the best way to do it. They also did away with the jewel here. On the Evo 3 they had a little piece where it could be a different color from the rest of the head as well, so they did some national theme heads and some USA theme heads. So I did like the way that it looked, but I would not sacrifice performance or the weight of the head to have that extra look. The next most prominent difference is the SYM rail technology. So that is on the inside of the sidewall. You can see that they've really cut away a lot of the design, whereas the Evo 3 was more solid and a little bit more bulky. They did a couple cutaways where it's tapered and has a lot less plastic, and the idea is this actually helps make it a little bit more rigid, sort of like what they did with the Clutch Elite, where the entire inside of the sidewall was cut away. This isn't quite as extreme, but it is nice, and it does add a really nice aggressive look to the head while keeping it stiff and also as light as possible. The Evo is not was never the lightest head, and so this really helps with the lightness. Another thing that helps with, as you can see on the bottom inside rail of the sidewall, it's kind of tapered away at the bottom, and so this kind of tucks your sidewall strings back under the sidewall, which can prevent them being hit all the time, so they will not fray and break. They changed the throat a little bit, just like the rest of the head. It's a little bit more cut away and a little bit nicer looking and less bulky than the Evo 3 was. For the most part, the stringing and the face shape stayed the same. The Evo 4 has pretty much the same exact face shape as the Evo 3, which is nice. It's a little bit different than other heads in the game, a little bit wider and a little bit more gradual, and this is what makes it one of the top choices in the MLL. But the top string holes stay pretty much the same. They did add some more sidewall string holes. Now it's close to the level of the Clutch, and it really has all the holes you could ever want. This is a huge improvement from the Evo X, which had next to no sidewall holes. So it's really nice to see that they took note that that was necessary and added them in. Other than that, there's not too many differences. It is a terrific head. Here you can see I've got it strung with a low pocket, which is what I would really recommend, since it doesn't have that really high tight pinch. You're going to want to drop your pocket right down into where the throat is the narrowest, If you do like a little bit more of a high pocket release, you can always move your shooting strings down, have a lower nylon and lower U's, and still have that low pocket and have a really nicely performing head. So overall, I think this is a great head. It would definitely work for a lot of attackmen who like a little more surface area to catch, or people who don't really like that pinched of a head but still want an aggressive, offensively and midfield minded head. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe for more stream videos and tutorials, and have a great day.